This is very exciting. Sal Licata with us, formerly, I'm sorry to say this, with WFAN. And we will talk about his departure from the Fan here in just a second. But Sal, thank you for doing this. Let's start in the most obvious place, of course. Who is the king of New York, okay? I realize there's a raging debate right now about who is the king of New York sports. And so Sal Licata, I toss it to you because that's what fucking New York sports is all about, okay?
I like, for me, I'm torn because I love Juan Soto more than anybody else.
Yes.
But the obvious...
Well, how do you know that? Can you quantify that? I mean...
What? What do you mean? Why?
Like you say you love Juan Soto more than anyone else, and I'm just saying, how do you know that? I know it's a device you use, and you say it, and it's a good device. I've used it as well. But do you really? I mean...
Because it is impossible to love Juan Soto more than I do. That's how I would quantify that.
Okay, fair.
I love Juan Soto. Maybe people like him as much as I do.
Right.
But I have to eliminate that and say it's down to two people. It's either Aaron Judge or Jalen Brunson. And being that Brunson just brought home the cup, I mean, I don't know, Stugotz. You tell me. I think JB could be the king of New York right now.
It's funny because everyone made fun of that cup, including myself, until the Knicks won it.
Right. All of a sudden, we take it seriously now. Hey, this cup ain't so bad after all.
Yes. Well, Knicks fans take it seriously now because they won it. It's the rest of the country that doesn't because the Knicks won it, you know?
But the interesting thing about Brunson being the king is that that's the one team in New York that everybody loves. Like, nobody gives a crap about the Nets.
Yes.
And then the Mets, Yankees are split, Jets, Giants, whatever. Everybody in New York, we all come together and get behind the Knicks. So that's why if I had to pick one, I would go with Jalen Brunson. And if he ever gets them to a finals or certainly wins a championship, forget it, man. He may be he'll surpass Messier, obviously Ewing. He'll be up there with Jeter and Eli.
Winning a championship for the Knicks would... That's interesting. Taylor, in your mind, if Jalen Brunson, because Sal is right, in New York we have choices. You have two baseball teams, you have two hockey teams, you have two football teams. I don't know how you became a Falcon fan. We'll get to that in a second. But you have one basketball team. The Nets are a disaster. So you have the New York Knicks. Do you believe because Mark Messier is a big deal in New York. He won the Rangers a Stanley Cup. They had waited a long time before he won them that Stanley Cup. Do you think Jalen Brunson surpasses Messier if he wins a championship with the Knicks?
Let's be clear. If Jalen Brunson wins another championship with the New York Knicks.
2 championships in one season. Right. Yeah.
Taylor, you do a song yet on the Knicks winning the cup? I must have missed that one.
No, I have to get in the lab and make another song.
You should, yes.
Since we recorded yesterday, Ian Begley came out and said the Knicks are not going to raise an NBA Cup banner at Madison Square Garden.
Bullshit.
Knicks don't want to diminish their accomplishment because they have bigger goals in mind. So, Sal, I'm wondering, where do you kind of stand? What's your stance on to banner or to not banner?
I am prouder with the news that the Knicks won't be hanging a banner than I was that they won the cup. I'm not knocking winning the cup. Like, whatever, sure. It's fun.
Right.
You can't hang a banner in Madison Square Garden for winning the stupid in-season. That would be the only thing worse than that would be hanging Melo's retired number to the rafters, as far as I'm concerned.
Did Spike Lee embarrass himself in Vegas? Did he?
Spike Lee's always embarrassing himself. Yes. But yes, I think even more so than normal. Like, come on, what do we do? Again, it's nice, it's fun. The hats, the shirts, the confetti, the over-the... Come on, man.
Yeah. I have to be honest. So when you were let go from FAN, and I told you this, I got a call from Francesa. And he said, hey, Stu, do me a favor. It's a terrible Francesa. He said, I need you to talk to a friend of mine, Sal. Take care of him. And I got to be honest with you. I felt like if my answer was no, I was going to get fucking whacked, Sal.
Well, I appreciate that very much, that Mike helped out, put me in contact with you, and I appreciate you taking the time to do it. He just texted me, out of nowhere, call Stugotz. I talked to him, call Stugotz, and I'm like, all right. And then you, by the way, like the last 2-3 weeks after the stuff came down with the fan, I've talked to and set up meetings. Like, I've never done this. I'm not a meetings guy. I don't talk to important people.
Right,
so
you
now,
got into radio. Right.
Yeah, right. So now I'm setting up all these meetings. So, like, some so famous or like so hard to get in touch with, they have assistants calling me. Hey, Sal, it's so-and-so waiting. You were the most impossible, though, to set something up. It's like 3 days later for a text. Oh, we'll do it tomorrow. Like, come on.
You want me to put my assistant on you? I will. I mean, his name is Taylor.
Welcome to my world, Sal.
Taylor was great. Quick text, boom, here's the link, Zoom, we're all good to go.
Yes. It's so funny. I'm sorry, buddy. I've been busy. What do you want from me? I mean, the Knicks were in the fucking cup, you know?
Locked in the cup tournament. No, all good. I appreciate you taking the time.
So, Sal, I know how much WFAN means to you. I know how much that job meant to you. I know that's a job you probably would have done with a smile on your face for the remainder of time if WFAN allowed you to continue to do your midday show on their radio station. So if you wouldn't mind, just kind of take us through, because that place means a lot to you. So take us through the range of emotions as you find out that Craig Carton is coming back for a third time. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I was a little... I knew that he was coming back. Anybody who didn't know that Craig was coming back the second that he left just was not paying attention. The
second he left Fox, you knew he was coming back, right?
Yeah, exactly. He came back after he had his issues, came back, whatever. Then he left to go to Fox for a lot of money, but we all knew what was going to happen. So my plan was never, I hope he doesn't come back. It was always, I got to do the best job that I could do with the opportunity that I've been given. And I plan on doing that. And I feel like I did do that. So that's where, while I factored in Craig coming back, I did not factor in that no matter how well I performed, how much I put into this thing, how good we did as a show or I did as an individual, it didn't matter.
Right.
There was nothing that I could have done. So maybe I was naive and foolish about it, but yeah, obviously it hurts because I gave so much of my life to that place, whether it be my first stint with them, whether it be coming back, starting part-time again, on the overnights, then getting the full-time overnights, working my way to midday. And the one thing that I would correct you on is that I would have not been happy doing middays. I wanted afternoons. That's it. That was my goal.
Okay.
So once, and I got passed up kind of twice for that because last time I got moved to midday, fair enough, they moved Evan into afternoons with Tiki. And then again now, where obviously Carton coming back and they moved McMonagle. So the way I look at it is this. That part of my life and that part of my dream is over. And now I got to focus on a bigger dream, a different path. I love the fan. I'll always love the fan. But my future definitively now is no longer WFAN.
Have you been able to listen to WFAN, though, in the last couple of days?
Are you crazy? No way. And I love, no.
You just said you love the fan. I mean,
I do. But when you become
you love it more when you're on it, though. I mean, of course.
Right. I mean, I love the fan growing up as a listener, as a caller, and then when you start doing shows there, it's a little different. So I love Boomer and Gio, and I have a lot of friends there. As you know, I have great respect for those guys. I wish them the best. But
yes.
No, it's over. I got to move. Come on. What am I, stalking my ex-girlfriend on Instagram? No, you move on.
How about your family? Are they listening?
That's the one thing. My mother's calling me. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I just heard BT's open. I'm like, Mom, what are you doing? Why are you listening? She's like, you should go back. And then I did go back and listen because he talked about us for like 5 minutes, 10 seconds, and then that was
right.
it.
But you were mad at Mom for fucking listening to WFAN on the weekend.
Change the dial. Put on the Christmas music. What are we doing?
Christmas music. Are you certain she's not listening right now as we do this? I mean,
I bet she is listening right now.
So great.
Mark Malusis, I love him. He's on, Sal. Yeah.
Right. Yes. Listen, you need some time. Tell Mom, Mom, ease up, okay? We need to distance ourselves from this radio station. I'll listen again someday, but not now, please.
I mean, I already went through cleaning out my all my WFAN merch. I'm binning that stuff up and putting it away. I need a clean break. I want a healthy separation, you know?
Right.
So I feel like your last show on WFAN, you connected with a lot of the listeners when you're talking about some of the things that you went through personally, and connected with listeners to be like, hey, man, this guy's powered through a lot of things to even get to this position that he's in today. What was your reception to seeing all of that outpouring of support coming back to you?
You tell her it's a great question. Like, never once did I ever think I'd be on the fan and doing an emotional show. And even in that final show, I didn't want it to be emotional. But everybody goes through shit in life. We all do it, okay? You got problems, I got problems. Everybody listening or watching, they all have their problems. And it was part of my job to just plow through and not do that on the air and talk about that stuff. So on the final show, when a caller's calling up and starts crying because her husband passed away and she listened to BT and me and he was a Yankee fan and she's a Met fan, it just made me kind of open up and talk about the real things that I was going through, and that trying to, let people know you're not alone. So, and then it just kind of, like you said, got emotional there at the end a little bit. But I'm proud of the work that I've done. But those last 2 weeks and that last show in particular, that's something that'll always be special to me.
Do you have regrets in terms of not doing more of that sooner? Because fans love that, Sal. They love to listen. Relatability is a big thing in our industry. You know that. It's a shitty industry, but relatability is a big thing in our industry. And really pouring out your emotions in a way that people understand and taking them through some of the stuff you're going. So you're not just a guy behind a microphone. You're a fucking human being. Do you regret not doing some more of that earlier?
Well, I do bring out, like I always talk about my wife and bust her chops and those type things. I didn't know, like the two things that really I got deep into that day was one, which I never said on the air until that day, my daughter was diagnosed with autism. Mm-hmm. So that's a challenging thing that I wasn't sure. Well, like, how are you going to bring that up in the middle? Yeah, Yankees suck, Mets suck. Oh, by the way, I'm dealing with this. Right. And then the other thing was my father.
Well, you stop doing so much Yankees suck, Mets suck, and you just do that. That's how you do it. You know that? Well, okay, so hold on. I just since we're here, okay?
Yeah.
So as you know, I was talking with Chris Olivero to become the next program director at WFAN. And one of the many reasons I didn't take that job was because I didn't have final say, and I couldn't prevent Chris Olivero from doing the things that he just did to you and BT. So that is like that. And so what I would have spent my time doing is encouraging you and BT to come, to allow more of your personalities to come out, where it wasn't so much Knicks suck, Mets suck, who's the fucking king in New York, should we hang a fucking banner? Talk about yourselves. And I would have liked to think that I would have had an impact that perhaps would have gotten your ratings to a place, and everyone's ratings to a place, where there wouldn't be a need to bring back Craig Carton. Not that I'm opposed to it, by the way. I understand his talents. I know how good he is. But the fact that I didn't have final say on that shit drove me crazy, because I couldn't stop Olivero from getting in Olivero's way. You know?
Which after hearing that from you, I totally understand. This was not, it was above whatever job you would have taken and all that stuff. But I do think you would have helped, because now remember too, BT and I were paired together, and I was like, wow, this isn't like, this came out of nowhere. I never did a show with him. They had me go with other people. But then our former boss, Spike, who you were you auditioning to replace or whatever.
Yes.
That
was another reason I didn't take it. I spoke to Spike for like 3 hours. He made it sound like he was doing the hardest job in the fucking world. He was going home at 3:30 in the afternoon. I mean, because he was going through the Lincoln Tunnel. I mean, geez.
He would tell us from the beginning that he wanted that sports debate. So, and I'm just like, all right, whatever. I'm happy to be here. I know what my instincts say, and I know how to do a show, and I want to put my personality on the show like I always felt that I did. But when your boss is saying it and you're paired with somebody else, okay, so let's hit him with this. And then we had a change, and Hurley was a little more in line with what you're thinking, and that kind of allowed us to free up a little bit. So that's why I think we've done our best work, BT and I, over the last maybe year, 6 months, whatever it is, of doing more of those type things, showing our personalities and having a lot more fun with it.
You mentioned your daughter. What was the other incident?
Well, my father passed away. So my father, he was 63. This was 2017, got diagnosed with a brain tumor, had an operation that didn't go well. So then he was debilitated for the final 2 years of his life. So having to help him go through shit. And this is what I was talking about on the show, though. Like, I used to play him the Rocky clip from Balboa, where he's talking about life ain't all sunshine and rainbows, and it's not about how many hits, it's not about how hard you hit, it's about how many hits you can take and keep moving forward. And then after I knew that the show was going to end, I'm like, man, I wish my dad was here, and I don't have him, but then I'm trying to think of what he would be saying, and then it clicked that the same video that I was showing him to try to motivate him to get better, 100% that's what he would have said to me.
And WFAN doing that show probably was a place for you where you can kind of push some of this stuff aside just for 3 hours every day, right? Now you missed that.
Yeah. 4 hours. We have 4 hours. But yeah, it's an escape. You have a lot of heavy stuff weighing on you, but then you get in there and it's just like, all right, here we go. We're having fun talking sports. So yeah, it was a nice escape.
Do you regret saying at one point, you screamed it on the air, Carton, you're not taking my job?
No, because what happened was...
It was great, Sal, by the way.
I have no...
Riveting radio, seriously. I'm not joking. It was fucking awesome. Right.
Thank you. And and the boss said that, and I texted Craig afterward. So what happened was, that's another thing that got taken out of context. Craig, after he left, he would come in regularly with BT and come in studio. And one of those times where he came in, I said it to his face. You can come back all you want, Craig. You're not taking my spot. And then I was telling that story again after the news came out that his Fox show was canceled. And then the papers picked it up as if I was saying it for the first time there. So they screwed that whole thing up. It got taken out of context. So I texted Craigie, hey, just so you know, this is not, he's like, all good. Now, whatever. Maybe he was bothered by it. That I don't know. But no, I have no regrets in saying that. I'd say it again, 100%.
In fairness to Carton, he's not the one who took your job. It was that snake Roberts who took your job. Yeah, that guy. I mean,
I don't blame Craig at all for coming back. He's got to do what he got to do. The boss has made their decision. All good. But yes, technically, he didn't take my spot. Evan and Tiki took my spot.
Yeah, but it's a bit concerning that we are. Listen, Carton's talented, and we're in the business of ratings. I understand it. And again, I'm not saying if I was the program director, I would have flatly said no. Okay, perhaps I would have said maybe Craig and Sal, something like that. Maybe we figure out a better way here, or Carton just has to hop in on one of the existing shows here. But I am wondering, so you and Carton have a good relationship? You continue to have a good relationship?
I would not say good. Well, maybe it's a good relationship. We're not close, but I think there's a mutual respect there. Right. And I could text him and whatever. I have not talked to him probably since that text that I sent him trying to clear that up a little bit months ago.
Right. But does it bother you that he is now getting a third opportunity at WFAN?
No, because truth be told, I probably would have brought him back too.
Right. Yeah.
Just not at my expense.
Right. No. So in fairness to Olivero, if he said to me, I want to bring Carton back, I would have said, okay. I would have discussed the ways in which we would have brought him back. I would have said, I'm not going to say no. I'm in the business of getting ratings. But I would have felt fucking bad doing that to you guys. I mean, or somebody, right? It would have been Roberts. I mean,
maybe they did. And look, I say this sincerely. There's a part of me that's relieved. You have to understand, you mentioned it before, how much I love the fan. It was almost an unhealthy love to where my singular focus, really since I started as an intern in 2003 and even prior to being in the business, was always, this is where I need to be and I need to be in afternoons. And from 2003 to where we are now, it's just not the same as it once was. Right. So the first time I got fired for something so stupid, it was the best thing that ever happened to me. But even from then, I was always trying to get back and erase that black cloud and plow forward and try to become on-air afternoon drive. And that's what I did. And now I'm relieved that I am no longer surrendering my life and career to the fan, because it's not easy, dude. I got a TV job. I was doing overnights for shitty salary for 2 years for the next opportunity, doing middays on top of the TV show. I'm not complaining. I love doing it, but no more surrendering to their terms and their schedule. I'm taking back control of my life.
I like that.
Sal, you're on Baseball Night in New York on SNY. I have a question for you. Who says no? Anthony Volpe, Jason Dominguez, Luis Gil for Francisco Lindor. Who says no?
You. Jesus Christ.
Anthony Volpe, Jason Dominguez, and who?
Luis Gil.
Yeah.
Well, no. Why would the Mets want to do that? Yeah. Are you out of your mind? Any more garbage you want to pile on there? Yeah. I mean, come on. You can't even tickle me and throw in Ben Rice?
Not Ben Rice. Ben Rice off the table. I could add JC Escara.
Get that. No way. Come on, man. I'm not opposed to trading Lindor. Not for that. Come on.
I like the idea of Sal becoming an angry New York correspondent for us. Can we make that, Taylor? I want you to work on this with Sal. Get it done. I like the idea of Sal doing a show off to the side, and whenever we have a need for an angry New York take, we just call Sal. He comes on, he gives it, and he gets the fuck out. Can we work on that?
And it's perfect because the Mets just signed Luke Weaver. They signed another former Yankee closer, 2-year, $22 million deal. Sal, thoughts there?
another failed Yankee closer. Clay Holmes, Devin Williams, Luke Weaver. My thoughts are, I hate this signing solely based on the fact that he's a former Yankee.
Yes.
Sign anybody from anywhere else. Enough with the former Yankees. Good God.
Are you down with this role, angry New Yorker correspondent? Can we do it?
I'm down with any role anybody has for me at this particular point.
Yes, but you were taking time back for yourself 2 minutes ago. I mean, come on.
No, I know. Yes, of course I'd be open to that. What are you kidding me?
All right,
This seems like a happy family.
Yeah, it is. Well, most of the times. I mean,
how's Dan doing, by the way?
How is Lebatard doing?
Yeah.
He's doing good.
I asked that because I was, obviously doing some research here. And I was asking some people who are big fans of yours and the show, and they seem to say like nobody really knows what happened there. So I figured maybe I ask you. I don't know.
I appreciate you asking me that. I, of course, know exactly what's going on, exactly what's happening, and I'll share that when I feel like sharing it. How's that sound?
It's the best. This business is the best, isn't it?
Oh, my God. I love doing this. It's so fucking stupid. Listen, we have some sports questions for you. Taylor has, we have a game for you. You have a tough name to do it with, okay? Licata or Lanata, all right? So he's going to ask you a series of questions. If you agree with it, it's Licata. If you don't, it's Lanata. Go ahead, okay. Taylor.
First question.
No, I thought you were going to say, he understands the game, Stu, and I'm...
you understand the game, Sal?
Yeah,
I think so,
sure.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all right, go ahead.
We could explain it if after the first one, if you
right, just so we're clear, Sal. Licata is yes.
Okay.
Lanata is no. I would never fucking do that, Taylor.
Right. Okay.
Got it.
Going to Times Square on New Year's Eve, Licata or Lanata?
Lanata. No chance I would ever do that.
Yeah. Child's play, right?
Yeah. I mean, come on. There's not a spot on earth I'd rather be less than Times Square on New Year's Eve.
You're right. Amateur hour. You're right.
Times Square in general, really.
Yes,
anytime.
that is true.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
The city in general, Times Square especially, and New Year's Eve, no fucking chance.
Yes.
The New York politicians that try to claim both the Yankees and the Mets, Licata or Lanata?
Oh,
they all do it.
Lanata. That might be worse than Times Square on New Year's Eve, these guys. I still haven't forgiven some of these guys over the years that try to play both sides. I can't stand it. I respect, just put the one hat on regardless. I can't stand the wishy-washy trying to play both sides. I hate it.
Okay.
If the Giants get the #1 pick, they should draft Fernando Mendoza and trade Jackson Dart. Licata or Lanata?
Lanata. You got to go with Jackson Dart here. I'm not sold as much as other people are sold on Jackson Dart being a stud. Right. But there's no way I would... Look, first I want to fire Joe Shane, bring in a new head coach, and let them assess everything. But I would not take another quarterback when you have Jackson Dart.
Do you buy into the idea that Jackson Dart makes it hard for the Giants to hire a head coach because they're concerned about his head injuries?
I do not. I don't. Okay. I think that the right head coach would. He's got to learn. He's got to learn. The right head coach would teach him properly.
Is Ryan Clark the right head coach?
Ryan Clark.
Yeah, he's interested in the job. Yes.
The hell out of here, Ryan Clark.
Angry New York correspondent.
What about Orlovsky?
I'd be more open to Orlovsky than I would Ryan Clark, but no. Can we get a real head coach for once? Somebody with some experience. You're going with the less experience here as we go on. It's Dable, he doesn't have experience. Now you want to go Ryan Clark or Orlovsky? Come on.
Never know. Go ahead, Taylor.
There's a real chance that Aaron Glenn could be fired after this season. Licata or Lanata?
Lanata. Maybe at the 0-7 or whatever it was when they started out. Maybe that was a thought. Even then, I didn't really buy it. He shouldn't be on the hot seat. Let him do his job. It takes years to build this thing up. You can't make that decision after 1 year, and I don't think the Jets will, so I'd say Lanata.
What if they don't get an interception this year, though?
Yeah, that is weird. But is that his? I mean, he just fired Wilkes. No,
I mean, he's a D coordinator for crying out loud. I mean, Jesus, and a former defensive back.
Yeah, I get it. Look, I'm not saying he's definitely the answer, but you hired him to do the job. You can't say after 1 year. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't say after 1 year, move on.
Right.
Final one we have. When you're on the subway, head down, mind your business. Licata or Lanata?
Mm-hmm. Licata. Dude, come on. There's no other. I don't want that New York smoke.
No.
What, are you crazy?
No.
Have you guys been? When was the last time you were on those subways?
Right. Yeah, you're right. How about catch up on a hot dog? Licata, Lanata.
1,000% Licata. I'm always a ketchup guy. Now, as I've gotten older, I'll have ketchup and mustard, but no, ketchup all day long on a hot dog.
Who is your Mount Rushmore of WFAN personalities? Do you have one?
Yes, I do.
Really?
Now, are you
right
counting?
You've been thinking about this your entire life. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Steve Summers has to be on there. I mean, yeah.
He's close. Now, my question is, does Mike and the Mad Dog count as one, or are they individuals?
I will individuals. So they're certainly both on there, right? Of course.
Yes.
Right.
For me, this is my Mount Rushmore.
Yes, your Mount Rushmore. Yes.
Mike and the Mad Dog.
Mm-hmm.
I think you'd have to put Boomer on there because he's had longevity, he's had success filling in for, taking over for Imus with both Craig and then obviously now with Gio. So I think Boomer has earned a spot on there.
Right.
The next one is where it gets tricky because without Imus, there wouldn't be the fan.
Correct.
But I'm not an Imus guy.
Right.
I'm a sports talk guy.
Sure.
So
do sports talk. Just do sports talk.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So then for me, I would go Summers. I think it's Summers or Beningo there. I would go Steve Summers.
Beningo.
Summers is a legend.
Wow. So
Which
Beningo
one?
and Summers, I'm torn now because I didn't have Beningo on there, but he probably deserves to be on there. I mean, he's a fucking WFAN legend, dude.
I know. That's the thing. So who would you take off? Would you take off Boomer and put Joe B, Summers, and Mike and Chris on there?
Yeah, I'd probably take Booms off. And I'm not
true. I
saying
don't
you're
work
wrong
right
about
now.
Booms, but listen, I'm an Eddie Scazzeri guy. Like those are the type of guys I would put on my Mount Rushmore. Like I like Al Dukes. Like I love those kind of guys. Bob Usler.
Do you know John Schweibacher? You might not know him, but
I know.
he's a legend. He's the one who trained all the interns for years.
Right.
He was the tape op there. He's been there forever. So yeah, guys like that behind the scenes, 100%. But if we're talking about just on the air, if it's not Boomer, then I would go Joe B, Summers, and Mike and the Dog.
You know how fast NFL game days move? One big play, and everything changes. That's why live betting on FanDuel is a game changer. With FanDuel, you can bet in real time while the game unfolds. Score just flipped? Jump on a new spread or live money line. That wide receiver's heating up. Bet the next touchdown scorer or total yards. Think that drive stalls in the red zone? Take a live field goal prop or fade the total. I love a good fade. Live player props, team totals, drive results, updated spreads, next play markets. It's all there. It's fast. It's fun. And with FanDuel, your live bets move as quickly as the game does. So whether you are riding momentum or fading the hype, FanDuel puts you right in the middle of every moment. Visit FanDuel.com to download the app and bet the NFL live all season long.
Must be 21 and older and present in select states or 18 and older and present in D.C., Kentucky, or Wyoming. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit rg-help.com. Call 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut or visit mdgamblinghelp.org in Maryland. Hope is here. Visit gamblinghelplinema.org or call 800-327-5050 for 24/7 support in Massachusetts or call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York.
You have a live show coming up with BT, right? That's exciting. I'm excited for you guys.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. I'm a little actually nervous. BT's just like, I know this guy and I can do this. And I'm like, yeah, all right. I really didn't take it seriously. And I'm like, if you need me, I'll do it. And then Boone commits and I was like, oh, this might be getting real. And then the tickets are on sale. And then I'm like, oh, how are we going to perform? Like, BT just puts this whole thing together. And then I'm like, well, I'm going to be the one here who's going to be structuring a live show. It's a little bit different when people are paying money. Right. What are you going to do? You can't just be on there. Oh, what'd you think of the Mets moves? Like, you actually have to do something. So I'm a little bit anxious, but definitely excited for our first live show.
It's at the Vogel in Red Bank, New Jersey. You can get tickets at myconcerts.net. Don't be nervous. So that's what BT does. He plants the seed, and then you have to execute it. Is that the deal?
His brashness is admirable. He is just like a bull with certain things. I'm more like, I don't know, man. And it's helped in a lot of ways, especially this thing here. So yeah, he just nuts and bolts. Let's get this thing up. Let's get it going. We'll do it and worry about the rest. Or either let me worry about the structure of it or we're worried about that later.
No, right. He's going to show up with no plan, and you're going to be freaking out because he has no plan. Right.
Right. But
yes.
yeah, but that's why I got to put the plan in place.
Right.
If you need a suggestion for what to do at the live show, the baseball card game where you just rip packs open and make people guess what team they were on that year, always works.
Yes.
Appreciate that. We will do that, especially because Boone he was a listener to the show and liked that segment, which made him want to come in studio and do that with us. So we have a good relationship with him. So we'll definitely do that with him there. Yeah, I mean, maybe we could have somebody do a live song, Taylor. You know what I'm saying? Have somebody come out
look, Taylor, you were invited. You just got invited,
yeah.
Taylor. Yeah, you got to bring something to the fucking table, though. If you bring something to the table, Sal will include you in the show, man.
Correct. That is correct. I'm open for all ideas here.
Okay. What do I need to bring to get into the show? Anything? I mean,
no, just show up. Kick us both off stage like you were going to do if you got the job anyway. So.
It's not yours. I said it was Robert's. I don't know what I'm doing to poor Evan. I like him too. It's weird.
Right. Not enough time on the air. That's the issue.
Oh, God. Sal, we appreciate it, man. Better things are coming your way. I don't know if it's with us. I don't know where it's going to be, but let's listen, you and I together over the next couple of years. Let's make a point that you become so fucking big that when WFAN comes calling again, you have the ability to say, F you. Okay?
That's the goal. I would love to do that.
Okay.
Or we say Stugotz and Sal.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Sign Taylor up right now. He's in. I mean,
thank you, guys.
All right, we'll try it out one day. Okay, you'll come in, you'll do the show with us. You listen. You drive the show. We'll dance around you. Okay.
No, are you making me drive the show now?
Yeah, I'm making you work. I want you to be Max angry though. Okay, just be Max fucking New York angry. Okay, and let us dance around you.
Not a problem. We'll do. Okay. Yeah.
What, Taylor?
Again, Sal, this is kind of welcome to the world where he invites you to co-host the show and then you're just driving the entire show.
Yeah, I'm BT. That's what I do. Right.
Right. That's tremendous. I'm used to it, so I can handle it. Okay, right.
You're the greatest. Thank you for doing this, buddy. I know, listen, difficult times. Tell Mom to stop listening to WFAN and happy holidays to you and your family. She can listen next year, okay?
Right. This is what a podcast is, Mom. This is how you get it. Here's Stugotz. Yeah, go ahead. Click that. That's what we got to do now for Christmas, teacher.
I'm still teaching my dad. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, guys.